What's up, guys? This week on the vlog, it's going to be a little bit different. Most of it is going to be a little sit down with my good friend Carolina, who's the mom's coach for street parking and also a new mom. Her baby's 4 months old. She came in and helped me because of the freak out that I had last week about not having all the stuff in my home that I need to take care of myself postpartum.
What was bad in the night last night is my inability to sleep. That was definitely one of the worst nights of insomnia that I've had. And it wasn't just like straight up not being able to sleep. I think the state of our home, and I'll have to show it to you, but the state of our home right now is stressing me out and making me feel super unprepared. And knowing that the birth is in like 8 weeks and our house is just torn apart. And we have a trip to Vegas coming up and all of this stuff. I was like feeling like I don't know where any of the baby stuff is. It's like all like boxed up and everything still and in piles in the baby's room. I need like my hospital bag. I need just all this. We're waiting for all this stuff to come in and for the house to be done. And I just like went into panic last night and I was like Googling things and like making lists on Amazon for things that I need, and I just couldn't sleep.
I think a lot of times we think about what the baby needs, but I started to remember, because I've had a baby before, of all the random little things that you don't think about that you're going to need to take care of yourself and help yourself to heal after you deliver a baby. So we sat down together. I ordered a bunch of stuff off of Amazon. This week has been pretty good. I'm still a little bit sick. It's like kind of going in waves. Like the other day I felt like I was like 85% of the way better. And then last night I felt like I was sick again. So we're like 11 days deep into being sick without it ever necessarily getting super bad, but just annoying on top of being almost 33 weeks pregnant. I was back to working out this week, and have done some fun workouts. Definitely the one that stands out to me was this 4-minute AMRAP situation, 3 4-minute AMRAPs where it was a high intensity workout, and I did it with the crew, and it had one of my favorite movements in it, the power clean. And I had one of those moments where I realized that I'm now to the point in my pregnancy where I need to widen my feet. So you'll see me kind of modifying the workouts as my belly just keeps getting bigger. But mostly we're going to talk about that list of things that you're going to need postpartum to take care of yourself.
All right, it's workout time. Everyone's doing barbell, which I wish I was doing. It's a super fun barbell workout. It's power cleans, front squats, jerks, and burpees. The reason I'm not doing barbell is because for the front squat, it pulls me forward and I already have enough weight on my belly. And for the jerks, in order to get overhead, I have to pull it back a little bit more, which puts a little bit more strain on my midline. So even though I would much rather do barbell, I'm gonna do the dumbbells while everyone else does the barbell. It's 3 4-minute AMRAPs, and it should be a good time regardless.
Well, because I asked on Facebook about it. I was like, I feel like I have nothing. Just reading your list and reading the comments on my Facebook post, like I had forgotten, like, oh yeah, I did use that. Oh yeah, I did need that. Like I forgot about that. And it was only 2.5 years ago, you know, that I had Knox. So I got the box delivered last night. This doesn't have everything that I ordered because I just ordered stuff on Monday. It's Thursday right now. But it's got a lot of it. And then anything that we missed that you think that people should at least know about and look into, we'll read off of the list because I'm not sure what showed up and what didn't.
Okay, cool. I'm excited.
I figured we could just pull. Now you brought something from home that I think is a great place to start.
Okay, let's go there. I just have been carrying this around the office today. This is a sitz bath, and I ordered this on Amazon. You can sitz bath is spelled SITZ. And this goes on top of your toilet, and you fill it with water, and you could fill it with like Epsom salts, and
it's like to soak.
It's to soak. So it's to soak, one, to heal if you had any tearing or anything like that. But I think I'm just gonna go there.
Yeah.
I think. Okay. So that is, it can help you to soak and to heal if you had tearing. I didn't need it for tearing. That part was fine for me. I didn't need it until about 3 months postpartum, where I was hit with a really pleasant surprise of hemorrhoids, because that whole area is affected by birth.
You pushed for a long time.
Yeah, really hard. But it didn't happen until like
No,
3
that's
months
so true.
later, and it was like I thought I was in the clear, but I wasn't. And anyway, I have a bathtub, but like with a newborn and getting in and out of bath, filling it, like no one has time for that. So this little guy comes in super handy. Takes 10 seconds. I could actually. There were times. I mean, this is like the picture of the postpartum experience, is like holding my baby, like nursing her, filling this thing up, sitting on it on the toilet, soaking my whole bottom. Like it's not pretty, but that thing helped a lot.
Yeah, I think that's something that like you'll see on a lot of lists, and moms will be like, what do I do with this? Like, I don't even know what this is for.
Yeah, so it just goes right on top of you fill it up with water, put some Epsom salts in it, put it on your toilet, sit on it for like 10 minutes, and it's great. It's really good.
Yes.
Cool, so.
Okay, so along those lines, the one thing that came in its own box is like a similar situation that was on your list.
The donut hole
Pillow.
seat pillow.
I mean, you don't want to sit directly on the areas that you normally sit right after. I remember I had one of these, but it was like a really crappy like blow up one that I think I got last time. This one was it was like $20, but there were some on there that were like $50. I was like, I'm not gonna buy a $50 donut pillow. But did you use one of these?
No, but I was laying down a lot.
Yeah, same. I had one. Actually, that's not true. I was like entering workouts and stuff within a couple days after Knox was born. So I think I used it for like a week or something like that. And then I was okay because the mattress was cushiony enough.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I do, when this whole issue started to come up for me, I was like texting and messaging some girlfriends on the down low and being like, guys, what's happening to me? And that was a huge recommendation for it. And I found myself like trying to like lean on one side or like lay down because I was so uncomfortable. But yeah, I feel like if you had that, it would be super helpful for a number of issues.
I think like everything is very swollen, at least for a couple days for anyone.
Yeah.
Pretty much. So just having one of these laying around, whether it's like a crappy blow up one, even if it's just at first like a $5 like blow up one, and then you're like, oh, I actually need this a lot, and then you can get a nicer one. But maybe something good to have just in case for when you go home.
Yeah. And if you don't end up getting one of those, you can take a towel and then like twist it almost as if you were gonna like do the thing on someone, but like twist it up and roll it into like a little round circle, and that can sometimes help relieve some of the pressure in your seat.
I think too, like the goal of this right now is like, I was the one that was like, I'm not sitting on a donut pillow. Like, I'm not going to soak in a sitz bath. Like, I felt like I was like above, like, that's like, I won't need that. Like, that's gross and unattractive. And that's like definitely a first mom thing or a first time mom thing to think. Yeah. And so you don't buy that stuff because you're like, I'm not going to do that. Like, I would never do that. Just have it. Just have it.
Yeah.
Okay. Pull something out. Just one thing at a time.
Random. Oh, jeez.
Okay, these are just newborn diapers that I didn't have at my house.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah, newborn diapers.
But also, I used newborn diapers. I froze some.
Oh, yeah.
Because my boobs got so swollen and engorged that I had to put ice packs. They were the frozen diapers on them because they hurt so bad. Like, I thought they were going to explode. And that was a suggestion that was given to me by my doula when I was pregnant with Knox.
Yeah.
And so I had some frozen diapers in the freezer that we had. If you can get a little mini fridge, I had a mini fridge in my bedroom because my bedroom was upstairs.
That's huge.
It was huge. And so there was a little freezer compartment that had the frozen diapers.
Yeah.
Because sometimes it's like middle of the night and you're like, I'm in so much pain right now. And I don't want to go all the way downstairs, and the baby's like here, and so I would just grab it from the mini fridge.
Yeah, that was something that like some of the moms on the group said I thought was awesome advice was, especially if it's like a 2-story house situation, but having like your little tool pack of comfort stuff or snacks or whatever in multiple rooms of the house.
Downstairs and upstairs, for sure.
And obviously, like, if you are more comfortable upstairs, just trying to set yourself up with, like, the things that you need up there, because it is so hard to move. It takes so much energy, and usually you're, like, also doing it while you're nursing a baby, which is just complicated.
Yes.
So, yeah, I think that's super smart, frozen newborn diapers.
Pretty much Knox, when he was born, he only wore diapers for like 3 months. Like, he didn't even really wear clothes. It was hot. It was in Southern California. So as far as being prepared to take care of him, there you go.
Yeah.
Like that and my boobs were all he needed.
Yeah.
For like the first like 2 months of life at least. So this stuff, rest of the stuff was all for me.
Yeah, the babies don't need much, hopefully, besides you and the diapers or whatever. We set up this whole like nursery and do the whole thing, and like they don't need any of that. Okay, next. Oh, this is a really good one.
What is it? Oh, it's the nipple butter.
Yeah, I had the same brand.
So breastfeeding hurts really badly. Knox was great at it, actually, from like attempt number 1. And he did a good job. And sometimes he would get like, these are things that unless you take like a class about it, which was required for me at the birthing center where I had Knox, thank goodness. But like he would get like a latch where his mouth was too like small instead of like really opening it wide. And that freaking hurt. It was like, ooh. And then they like dry out and they crack and they bleed and they like everything, which then makes it harder for them to do it. And it just is like a spiral.
Yeah.
So putting that stuff on.
I put this stuff on all the time. Also, though, it will ruin your shirts.
Oh, I think I just always had, I don't think I wore very many clothes for the first, I mean, I had like shirts on, I had like nursing bras on all the time.
I feel like
and like sweats.
In fact, I think it's like a street parking shirt that I'm like, oh, cool. There's like a nipple butter stain on there or something. But yeah, Callie, we had a really hard time breastfeeding, and she ended up having like a tongue tie. So yes, like the first 2 weeks, it can be painful, but it also, like if you're having a lot of pain, or if it's just not working, or if there's a lot of frustration, just talk to a lactation consultant, and we can like help you find one if you need one. But it could be related to something like a tongue tie, or some babies just like, I don't know, need some kind of adjustment, or you just need to learn that like that tiny little mouth isn't going to be helpful for anyone, and they need to get like a bigger bite, or change the way you're holding them. Like,
did Jeb ever have to help you with it?
Oh yeah.
Like I would be like, Julian definitely had to help because he's got to have his mouth like wide open. I don't remember how, like if he was helping with Knox or if he was helping with my actual boob, but like there was definitely like a tag team to get it in there deep and like big so that it wasn't so like chompy.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And then we had to get like a feeding tube. Like I had to pump the breast milk and put it in this thing and then put the tube and then like put her on my boob and then like thread the tube. It was crazy. But at one point I do remember before we figured out that it was like a latch situation, I had this like terrible crack and it was just so painful. But this stuff, it helped a lot.
What do they call those little blisters that get, I only had it happen once.
It's
I had, like,
it's a really weird word. I think it's like a bleb.
Yeah, I had a few of those, and I was like, ooh, I could see it. It was like a blister on there.
Yeah.
It looks like almost like a popped
my nipples are
taste
like
bud.
kind of cringing a little just thinking about
I know,
this.
same.
But you don't have to like be alone and like do any of that alone. The lactation consultant was a lifesaver for me. And I think the best advice that I got with that was like, just don't wait. If you're not sure, if it's not working, if you are in a lot of pain, like just don't wait. Just call one, just ask. Yeah, cool.
But at least keep them hydrated. It's like chapstick for your nipples, kind of.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, witch hazel.
Yeah, so this is just mostly for like cleaning, right? If I remember correctly.
Yeah, so a couple things. You can soak pads.
Yes, I did that, and it's supposed to help.
Yeah, like heal, antibacterial and help you heal and stuff. So you can soak a pad in water and then like put a little bit of witch hazel on it and then freeze them. And then you have these like cool frozen witch hazel pads or whatever. That honestly was a lot of work for me. So I ended up just like buying the actual like frozen pads.
I did do that, and I felt like I was getting like freezer burn on my crotch. I had to put like I had to put like a barrier. Like I couldn't go directly onto the skin with the frozen pad.
Okay, yeah.
So just be careful of that, because I was like, this hurts worse. Because I think I'm giving my crotch freezer burn
You can
right now.
Yikes. No. I think just like put a towel down there or something.
Even just like a thin layer of like a boxer brief or something was helping.
You can also put this, and I'm sure that some of the other moms would like be able to explain it better, but you can make like a perineal spray with some water and a little bit of witch hazel.
I think I have a spray in here that I ordered
cool.
that's like pre-made.
But the witch hazel stuff is awesome. Honestly, I felt like in the spray that I used, that was a huge relief. It always felt so good to use that. Okay, cool. Ooh.
These have witch hazel in them too, I think.
Yes. Oh yeah, this was also, these are witch hazel.
And that's basically like what I used to, like once I was finally like comfortable wiping after I went pee, I used those for like, I don't know, at least like 3 weeks, I want to say. Like, I would just use them to clean up. Because there's like blood and stuff. So I did have one stitch.
Yeah.
And so like just keeping that area clean. It's so close to so many things that are not ideal to be around a stitch.
Yeah, these are Tuck's medicated cooling pads. So
felt so good.
It did feel so good. So like you can use it in terms of like with the stitches and all that. I used it with the hemorrhoids a lot. I used it for a long time. These were my friend for a long time. But yeah, it's cooling. It has witch hazel, so antibacterial, microbial. They're moist, so it's not like
scratchy.
Yeah. So this is like the actual
Same
container
thing.
that they come in.
Whoa. I think that's the spray I was talking about that I ordered.
The Earth Mama herbal perineal
And this
spray.
Earth Mama brand was on your list?
I think
or
so.
was it
was
on
recommended
another
by a
random
lot.
list that I found?
Yeah, Earth Mama. So there's like a lot of different brands, but this one, so there's a list on the Street Parking Moms Facebook group that when I was pregnant, I asked the same question, like, what do I need? And I compiled all of the answers, and there were like over 100 answers that people sent in. And then I put the most common or the most recommended products and brands. in this list. So the Earth Mama came like highly recommended from a lot of moms. This, I wonder if it says the actual ingredients. Witch hazel, organic essential oils, refreshing postpartum relief, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, so it's like the spray you were talking about you can create yourself. But.
Yeah. And actually there was a mom who sent me some of the essential oils that you could use to make that. So like you can totally make your own version of this if you want. But this, so you would use this after every time you go to the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
And
or like when you get out of the shower or whatever.
Yeah. Pretty much anytime you want.
Yeah.
I went through a lot of these.
Do I need more than 2 of those?
No, I think it's fine. Maybe I oversprayed. Okay. This is Colace.
Oh yeah. Okay. So like a stool softener.
Yeah.
I think I had just like a Walgreens brand stool softener, but that was something that was recommended. So going poop after pushing a baby out is terrifying.
Yeah.
At first.
Yeah.
You're like, is my
What's
entire body gonna fall out of my body?
I don't know.
And it's just like, it hurts kind of, but the stool softener they recommend so that it's like, because you can be, especially, I would say probably, especially if you have the baby in a hospital, I would guess that it's even worse. The constipation with like all the drugs that they pump into you and just like the food that they're feeding you and stuff, that's not your normal food.
Yeah.
I would guess the situation's worse for that.
Yeah.
I didn't have all of that, but I was still pretty nervous, and you're just like, ooh. So they recommend that you get a stool softener to just make it an easier situation.
Yeah, and there's like, you could do, what's the like, it's the, like you scoop it out, Metamucil.
I think I had some
drink that.
fiber. I was taking fiber like my whole pregnancy last time too, because I had issues, but I haven't had to
I didn't have any issues with that at all. And actually it was a question my chiropractor would ask me like kind of regular. She'd be like, so how are things? Are you constipated or whatever?
I
and
haven't
I'd be like,
had it at all this time either.
I was totally fine. And actually even like the first few months, my first poop wasn't that bad. It is a little scary going into it.
It's just scary.
Yeah. And a lot of moms will say like, just don't even question it. Like just start doing the stool softener, the Metamucil or whatever, eating lots of veggies. Like,
better safe than sorry.
Yeah, just start. Just do it. Because you think that you're going to get lucky, but
it's exciting though when you like cross that bridge. You're like, oh my gosh, I did it.
Oh,
like
yeah.
I can still poop.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Like I'm the person that like I will not go pee in front of Julian. Like I close the door, I turn on the like I'm very weird about bathroom stuff. Like I'm not like the funny like fart jokes are not funny to me, but I was very excited enough that I told him like I did it. Like, yay. Like kind of how Knox is now.
Yeah, I mean there's like so much that happens in the bathroom as a woman in the postpartum period. It's like just so many, I don't know, milestones or really dark moments or whatever. Yeah. Okay.
So this is a sitz bath that I had from my last pregnancy that was recommended by my doula.
Cool.
And we mixed it. So I had this not only for that thing, but I had it in the squeeze bottle too that I would use to like clean myself up after going to the bathroom. So it was like you would put like a certain amount of that in and with warm water, and if you can keep the water warm, that's fantastic. And that's what I used last time. That was great. I don't know. I mean, it probably it definitely has. I'm gonna have to order some more because that has a expiration date on there. But
cool.
Yeah, it's like a more natural like sitz bath thing.
That's awesome.
It's a Wish Garden Herbal Remedies.
Afterbirth sitz bath.
And I think there was definitely something on your list that I ordered from Wish Garden that hasn't come yet.
Oh.
It was like a I remember what it looks like when I ordered it. They were like droplets or something.
Wish Garden.
Maybe it was on a different list.
Okay.
I looked up a lot of lists. It was like 2 a.m.
Yeah.
But that's a brand that I've seen.
Yeah. Wish Garden Throne and Herbs.
Yes.
Like you can get
okay.
all of that combined. All right. This.
I brought those from home. Those I did not order those from Amazon, but I threw them in the box because snacks.
Huge.
Like you need to be loaded. I eat the same thing, like, and I've documented it pretty well that I eat the same thing before I was pregnant, while I'm pregnant, but there was definitely a period of time after Knox was born that I was just so hungry all the time. Like, and I'm not like a big time eater. Like, Molly always gives me a hard time. She's like, you don't eat, like, you never finish your food or whatever. But I was starving, and I was having like peanut butter sandwiches and like, I just, those were in the mini fridge, just stuff that was upstairs that, like, if in the middle of the night I woke up and felt like I was just ravenous, just having some stuff like in your little zone.
Yeah.
That's nutritious and calorie dense too, because.
Oh, yeah.
And not a candy bar calorie dense, but like nutritious, guys.
Yeah. Jeb would leave me a little plate of snacks that were already like unwrapped or like opened a little bit, you know, and then I ate a lot of cheese and crackers, and like nuts and juice and all. He would even like open up my banana, like start the peel, because it was a lot. It was a mess, and that helped a lot. But to have like tons of snacks,
or even like I did a lot of smoothies and stuff because
protein shakes
to get the calories in
for sure.
Because I was just so hungry, but I didn't always feel like eating, but I was so hungry.
Yep.
So yeah. Anyways, have some snacks.
Yeah.
Get those things out.
Okay.
I didn't use these last time, but these came highly recommended in the comments and on your list.
Yeah. I actually used
open
this
it up.
brand.
Let's look at what it looks like.
I think I ended up using these for like longer than I probably needed to.
Are you wearing them right now?
They were just so like such a.
I love how they try to make them cute.
I know. Oh man, this brings back lots of memories.
I don't remember, other than like maybe for one day, I don't remember using these, but they came highly recommended, so I had to at least put them on the vlog, and I bought 1 pack of them. That looks really big.
It is really
These are
big.
the size large. Why did I order? I don't think this is the right size for me. But anyway,
it's
you guys will
just
see it anyways.
so nice to have like full coverage, and
so it's basically like a pad. It's basically a pad.
Yeah. Yeah. So there's, and you can actually
put
the witch hazel on there after you go to the bathroom or whatever. And you can put a frozen pad inside of that. And
they should have a little pocket for snacks. Then it'd be everything you need.
Yeah. I don't know. I found them really comfortable. And I think a lot of the moms were talking about like different brands or whatever, and how some of them are.
This was like the specific brand that was mentioned over and over again.
I feel like maybe it's because it's so soft, or like how high it comes. Like it's not itchy or whatever, you know. I don't know. Anyway.
Yeah, I think I was doing just like, I went to Target and bought like just straight up like a female, but like jockey brand like boxer briefs, and I was just putting pads in them.
That's smart.
Which you could still definitely see it, like, as I'm, like, walking away, like, the lumpy pad in my butt. But, like,
oh, my God.
I think I thought it was cuter than
that.
and
you're, like, waddling around because it's just, like, a mess. And you're wearing gigantic underwear.
Before you open that, because that's exciting for me, let me see if there's anything underneath it. No, there's not.
Okay.
Wait. This is the Wish Garden thing, I think. Yeah, this is the herbs.
Oh, cool.
This is the thing. I don't know if it was on your list or another list that I read. Like paper is like very sticky. This is After Ease for pregnancy. It's a dietary supplement. I can't remember what this was for. I think that this was similar to the Colace, but like a more like organic, like yeah,
cool.
So if you don't want to take that, you could try something like this. This is recommended by midwives since 1979. So, different options for like a stool softener. I'm pretty sure that that's what this was for.
Cool.
What other? Because I know I ordered the Dermoplast, but it's not here yet. So talk about that.
I didn't actually use the Dermoplast myself, but lots of mom.
I didn't use it either.
Love it.
But I did order some. Maybe I'll try it this time. I don't think I
it's
knew
like
about it last time.
A cooling, numbing, anti-pain, anti-burn, anti-itch spray.
Like almost like like almost like freezes it. Like not freezes it, but that's what it feels like.
Yeah. So it's like, if you have tearing or anything like that, this spray will help with the pain and help with like if you have stitches that itch that happens with like healing stitches.
Yeah.
The dermaplast is supposed to be really helpful for that. I didn't use it. The other spray seemed to work really well, and like the witch hazel stuff worked really well for me. So, but yeah, it's like this spray you just.
Yeah, that's definitely. And then I ordered this pack. It was like $100. That's not here yet, from Freedom Mom, and that's a brand that's like that was so recommended in the lists and in the comments and in this list. And the pack had it had a few of those pairs of underwear, but it had the squishy bottle.
Yeah.
Which the squishy bottle that I had looked like your like run of the mill, like you could put a condiment in it and like use it for salad dressing.
Yeah.
But the Freedom Mom one is different.
It's amazing. I still have it. I'm gonna keep it. I don't really know why, but but like so like the condiment bottle. So after you go to the bathroom, you can't just wipe. You have to spray with warm water.
And that's what I had this stuff in. Like I had it mixed with warm water in this.
So the condiment bottle, it's like an awkward place to spray and it like you're spraying upwards, but it doesn't have a way to angle it. So you're like it's just uncomfortable. So the Frida Mom bottle, it's like this. But then it has like an upward little tube. So you just squeeze it and then it's going to spray up and it sprays out rather than just in one strong stream. I mean, it sounds really simple, but it's like amazing. And that makes it so much easier for you to do that. And being able to do that is going to keep it like clean, and obviously that's what you need.
Yeah, I think like one of the comments was like, just buy everything that Freedom Mom makes. Like they thought of it, like they've simplified it. They've like made it easier to use or just a better experience.
I think
so. I got like a whole pack from them that I'll have to like film. I think it's coming today, but I'll have to film it once I get it.
Yeah, I really liked the Freedom Mom packets and stuff. I didn't get the whole thing, but I got the pieces of it, like the frozen
Yes, they have the frozen pads.
That you just unwrap it and break it like an ice pack or whatever. That was huge. They have the spray bottle. There's like other things that they make. But the reason I like them is just because they take it just like one step further in terms of making things convenient and easy and like less, less medical. Like you're not wandering around the aisles of CVS searching for some weird spray. Like she's just made it like, hey, this is what you need for postpartum. Yeah.
Did you lay anything down? Because one thing that I know I did with Knox, did you lay anything down on top of your bed for like the first few days for like if you were like bleeding and stuff, so that you don't like completely ruin your sheets? Well, obviously just probably put different sheets on there, but like it doesn't soak through to your mattress. Did you lay anything down like that?
We just did like old towels, but honestly I was wearing those gigantic things plus like an extra pad in there. I don't think that there was any chance of it leaking out of there, but we just did a bunch of old towels.
They had us actually, and maybe this was because of the potential of if my labor went so fast that I ended up delivering at home. They had us, I think we were required to buy Chuck's pads, which are like the like medical like plastic on one side and like almost like a cotton layer on the top. We were required to have a certain number of those at our home, and then we had to bring them with us too, and that was probably just because they're expensive.
We did too.
Or I don't.
Yeah, we had to have like our own. I don't know. It had things like the Chuck's pads. It had, I want to say even like, this is weird, but maybe like trash bags or like
I think
weird
there was
random
like,
things.
I
like
haven't
supplies.
been told that at this birthing center yet, but maybe it's just not close enough.
Yeah, and I think a lot of moms, like if you deliver at a hospital, they will give you diapers.
And by give, they will put it on your bill.
Oh, right. Exactly. But some of the moms in the Facebook group are like, just wipe out the whole drawer of diapers. Like, get everything you need from the hospital.
Yes.
I guess you can totally do that. But at the birthing center, I don't think that they're just like fully stocked for you to take all of that. So you have to almost stock some of those.
You have to show them. I think we had to like show them our bag and that it was prepped before.
Yeah, we did too. But actually, the towels thing was also a recommendation from someone else because of postpartum sweats. Like your hormones as like they start to regulate again, or they're still fluctuating. You get these postpartum night sweats that are insane, and you can just soak through. Like normally I'm a person who's freezing at night, and I would just soak through my clothes and the towel.
Plus your metabolism is just like going crazy, like everything.
Yeah. So yeah, the towels, someone told me that ahead of time. They're like, put towels down for the night sweats. We did that.
What else is on there? Did I miss any? So obviously I don't have anything for cesarean section, like C-section recovery, because I didn't have that last time. And obviously like, I'm hoping that doesn't happen this time.
Yeah.
But there were some things on the list for C-section recovery that I didn't buy.
Let's see. Well, I mean, it totally depends on how your labor and all of that goes, but even the like the Metamucil and the Colace and all of that stuff can still apply to the C-section. But the cesarean support, specifically the belly binders at the hospital, they will give you that. Sometimes moms want something that's a little bit different or different material, less uncomfortable for the actual scar itself. So there were a couple that were recommended and that are on this list here. And where else?
I think there was like a couple things on there that are just like conveniences. Like the snacks is kind of an example, but like a really long phone charger cord because you're just like in bed and stuck and the baby's like attached to you like 24/7. And let's be real, like at least I'm not like Zen mom that's just gonna sit there in my thoughts all day and stare at the baby. Like I for sure stared at him a lot.
Yeah.
But I also wanted my phone to take like so many photos of him too. The number of photos I have of Knox's first like month of life is in the thousands. Like I'm not even kidding.
Yeah.
So like a long phone charger, or like one thing that I did was I watched a bunch of Disney movies because I felt weird watching like normal shows with him because I felt like he could like hear, but we watched like a lot of Disney movies, so like a computer charger cord that's not super, like things that you think like you're stuck in your bed for
or like
time.
A bathrobe or just something that you can like easily put on because people are going to want to come and visit and like you don't want to get fully dressed or whatever. Just clothes that are comfortable and clothes that you can easily nurse like 100% of the time in.
Like chapstick, like you're gonna be sitting there and you're stuck and the baby's asleep and you're like, well, it's all in the bathroom. So like pack all that stuff. Water.
Honestly, the water bottle. I got a water bottle, but I changed the lid so that it would have
so you didn't
the
have
straw. Yeah, so I wouldn't have to like use two hands to open it because most of the time you only have one hand maybe available. So the like single-handed, Jeb makes fun of me for this because he thinks it looks like super silly. I don't know, but it's come in so handy. Like sometimes I'm like, go me for thinking of that.
Nice.
But yeah, let me see if there's anything else, like any other category that we missed. Metamucil.
Oh, you know what? And this is like a for the baby thing, but this is something that's super rare, and I will have to take a photo of it when I can unbury them from the chaos that is my current living situation. My mom bought these things called Zacky hands. Did I ever show them to you? I should have bought them for you. I'm a bad friend.
Zacky hands.
But it's like a stuffed like bean bag, like it's heavy, like weighted, arm and hand, two of them, that I think I told you about it, that you can like warm it up in the microwave if you want to, but it feels like it has hands and fingers to the baby. It feels like he's being held. And so I would take him off when he was like asleep after nursing and place him down and put the Zacky hands around him. So he still felt like he was being held and he was secure and he couldn't like, I mean, not that he could roll at the time anyways, but he couldn't roll around and he was just like there next to me.
Yeah.
Or sometimes if I like did want to take a shower when he was asleep or something, I would put him in the middle of the bed with the Zacky hands like holding him in place.
Oh, cool.
And like and my mom texted me because my sister-in-law is also pregnant, and Zachy, they were made the very first time because I think it was like a child who was in the NICU and his parents couldn't hold him, and they were concerned that he was feeling like he wasn't being held. And so they made these Zachy hands. I'm pretty sure his name was Zach, right? And they put them in the little incubator with him, and he felt like he was being held the whole time. And then people were like, where did you get those, whatever. So they just like made one set for their child, and then it became like a thing.
I love that.
And my mom texted me, she's like, did you use those? Like, should I get them for Sarah, my sister-in-law? And I was like, absolutely. Like, we used them until like he started sleeping in his crib when he was 6 months old. We used them. Yeah. So I think it's Zaky.
That's
awesome.
awesome.
How they spell it.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Okay, anything else?
Oh, and then I got a new diaper bag because our diaper bags with Knox, this one was kind of expensive.
So
but
nice.
That's what happens at 2 a.m. on Amazon when you're panicking. I think it was like $150. But the brand was Jujube, and I like Googled like most popular brand, and I liked it mostly because you can wear it as a backpack. I don't like the sling across because you're also trying to hold the baby and everything, especially because we travel so much. So, I mean, I'm not going to be able to get Julian to wear this, but you can wear it as a backpack, and I like the ones that come with like the little changing pad because again, like when you're in like a public restroom, there's no pad down there, and it's just like you're not gonna lay your baby on the hard thing. And there's like a lot of compartments and stuff, and like a little water bottle holder and a bottle holder and everything. But the main thing that I loved about it was obviously that it's cute, but then also that you can wear it as a backpack because most diaper bags they don't do that, or the backpack ones are like.
They just look like a backpack.
Backpacky looking. Yeah. So this one's like a little cuter.
Yeah. Okay, cool. I'm trying to think if there's anything else. I mean,
just snacks. That's the main.
The snacks. That's the most important. Seriously though,
snacks and witch hazel, you're set.
Yeah. And diapers. For everyone.
Just freeze everything.
Yeah.
A playlist maybe. Some podcast episodes.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I listen to so many street parking podcasts. Cool.
Yeah, that's it. So hopefully that helps, especially if it's been a while since you've had a baby or you're a first-time mom. But these are the things that I ordered. Like I said, I'm still missing a few things, but now at least I'm just going to keep everything in this box until my house is more back to normal.
Yeah.
So at least if he did come early, we know everything's in one central location.
Yeah. And I think just like, you know, if you're a street parking mom, like on that moms group or just any mom in general, really like these things, like having to go through this and use these things, it can feel so lonely. Like there's some of those, you know, 2 a.m. wake ups where you have to go to the bathroom and hold the baby and do the spray and clean the thing. And it's like this whole production, and you can just feel like alone and frustrated and maybe like a little afraid or whatever. You're not alone, and it is hard, but it does pass, and you can always reach out. It helps to just be able to reach out like at any hour of the night, and just be like, man, this is hard.
Yep.
Yeah.
I'll be in the Always Undies with you.
I might just get some again.
Everyone that comes to visit the baby has to put on a pair before they can see me.
Yeah.
So I don't feel lesser than.
Yeah.
Level the playing field for everyone.
Cool.
All right.
All right, so some of the stuff that I ordered for from the list did not come in time for my chat with Carolina the other day, but it did come in now. So I'm gonna show you really quick the stuff that was missing. This massive bag of Epsom salt. I don't think that I realized it was this big when I ordered it. This can be used for like soaking in the bathtub. It can be put into that little sitz bath that Carolina was showing. It's just good for healing. I know like even when I am pregnant, I've been soaking in it. It's supposed to help reduce like swelling, reduce stress, blah, 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 stiffness. So just kind of nice to throw in the bathtub with you or in that sitz bath. These are what I used. So these are just the overnight maxi pads basically. I didn't have the underwear things, the always like full underwear kit when I had Knox. I just put some of these super thick pads in my like boxer briefs. So the overnight ones, obviously, I was using them during the day too, at least the first few days, because there's, you know, some bleeding that happens and stuff. So that's another option if you don't want to go the full like mesh underwear route. Just get some really thick pads, and then as you progress, you can get thinner and thinner ones. You're not supposed to use a tampon for, I can't remember exactly how long after you give birth, so that's not a good idea. These are what you're gonna look into. This is the can of Dermaplast that we talked about. It's like this spray, it's like numbing, it says pain and anti-itch, fast relief, cools and comforts, no touch application. So I did not use this last time, so I can't vouch for it completely. I'm a little nervous of anything that's like an aerosol spray can. I feel like it's too powerful or something. I don't know. But yeah, I might try it this time. But it came highly recommended by a lot of the moms on our Facebook group. So, and I know that this is super common for them to either give you or recommend at the hospital. And then finally, the main piece, the thing that I was really hoping to be able to show you guys. I did not get this last time, but basically this is the company Frida Mom, that came so recommended by so many moms, both when I Googled what I need for postpartum care and when we asked the Facebook group, and I know Carolina felt the same way. So this is like their labor and delivery kit. This thing was like $100. It's probably gonna have a lot of the same stuff in it that I already have, but I ordered more than I need and more options just to be able to show you guys. Let's open it and see what's in here, so that if you don't want to like order everything double like I probably did, and you can just get one kit, maybe this might do it for you. By the way, I paid for this. This is not like a free advertisement or a paid sponsorship with Freedom Mom. Maybe it should be. I'll definitely tag them. So what Carolina loves about Freedom Mom is that they're like, they don't try to like sugarcoat how hard postpartum can be. So even on this very first thing, it says shit's about to get real. That's definitely true. Okay, so there's like some socks in here, and like, I guess like some sort of like nightgown or something, the gown for when it goes down. So this might be something that you wear actually in delivery. It looks like it's got like some snaps for breastfeeding and stuff, so we'll check that out and try that on at some point. The next thing that's in here is, and they package everything, it's less, like Carolina was saying, it's less like a sterile hospital looking, you know, like it feels a little bit nicer. Okay, so in this little bag here, you've got perineal healing foam, so that's probably similar to the sprays that we showed. Perineal cooling pad liners. So these have witch hazel to deliver front to back cooling relief in a single sheet. Yeah. You put these in your pads, so they're not a wipe, you put them in your pads for cooling, I guess. And then these are their like underwear, similar to those Always ones that I showed. These are their mesh undies, and I don't know if these are, I'm guessing they're not reusable, or regular boy short briefs. Let me see. They feel like they might, I feel like they might be reusable. Yeah, these I think are reusable. So they're the mesh, I mean, still not sexy, but I'm pretty sure these are reusable, and then you can just put the pads in them. So that's kind of nice. What you want to forget about is all the moms who post pictures of them looking like perfect and sexy afterwards. That's not real. They don't look like that the rest of the time. They did that for their photo shoot. Oh, and then this is the thing that she really loved. The so you put your cleanser or your sitz bath stuff in here, and you can squeeze it, as opposed to like if it was just the tip here, you would have to like angle it. Such a good idea. So that comes in this pack, and then there's one more thing, or another box of stuff in here. Let's see. These are the instant cold therapy absorbent pads. So that I think these are the ones that you like shake and then they get colder. So you don't have to have frozen pads. 2 of those. 3 of those. Clearly you need them a lot. 4 of those. So that's their whole kit. It comes, like I said, with a lot of the stuff that I had already purchased. So if you're like looking to just buy one thing, this might be like a good place to start. I hope that helps you guys. And I mean, better looking at it than looking for it. You might end up with some stuff that you don't really need. But you know, you just want to be prepared for taking care of yourself. It's not just about the baby. Don't forget about yourself, and ask your provider, whether that's your OB or your midwife or your doula or whatever, ask them the questions, do some research, but hopefully this list and showing you guys this stuff helped. Everything that I bought, I just got off of Amazon. So it's so convenient for us these days to be able to do that. And good luck.
Next week, we're gonna talk about what the things that I've been doing, and maybe by next week I won't even need it anymore, but some of the stuff, if your baby is still breech when you're like 33, 34 weeks pregnant, breech means that his head is still up, and as of today, his head is still definitely like right here, I can feel it. By the time you're 36 weeks, they really wanna see the baby's head down, because that means that he's gonna be in a much better position for delivery, especially because I'm having him at a birthing center. So I'm starting to panic a little bit, and I'm gonna talk next week about the things that you can try to get him to move into a better position.